Hello my air signs, welcome to Timsy's Naked Tarot. Don't worry, Timsy is not naked, the tarots are naked, by which I mean I strip out as much astrology as I can. I do that by using this plain deck, which I don't have, so I slipping into the weekly reads there. Basically, yeah, I strip out as much astrology as I can from the tarot, and that's why my tarot reads are naked. Okay, so we are doing a monthly overview, basically with one energy there out of my runes, which is going to be the overall energy of the month for all of you. We'll have 5 energies out of there, which will be for the 5 weeks of May. Welcome to May, by the way. So that'll be the 5 weeks, the 4 complete weeks and the 1 week going into June. And then we got some clarifiers coming out of there. So let's crack on with everything, shall we? Well, I believe that is Feihu, but it is in reverse, and I was wrong. It is Anzu, which is in reverse. Okay, so Anzu, and let me get my pronunciations right. Not that there is a right or wrong way of pronouncing these because it's a dead language. It's Hanzu. Hey, got it right. Hanzu is a representation of communication, wisdom, divine power, and messaging, but is in reverse. So we can expect the negative sides of all them. Messages you don't want. Not being in touch with one's own self, one's inner feelings, and ignoring one's intuition. Basically ignoring the divine power. Not using your wisdom, going gun-ho into things and not taking a step back and thinking about it. And communication, well, that could be just going bad generally for you air signs this week or this month, for the simple fact that we're also in Mercury retrograde. And Mercury retrograde seems to make conversations go wrong. A couple of clarifiers from the split of the deck. We got the 8 of Swords, which means some of you are sort of trapped within your own thinking. Yeah, you maybe just continuously doggedly going down one route and not actually accepting any other option. Okay, and the Knight of Cups. Some of you are thinking about the future you want and then not necessarily telling people how you want to get it and things like that. Okay, so let's first card out is the 7 of Cups in reverse. So for the first week of the month, you are thinking that you don't have any choices. You think you're stuck in a situation. It's not working the way you want to go. You don't have any choices. You can't see any way out of it. But because Feihu Anzu is in reverse there, it's kind of sort of saying perhaps if you did communicate about things, maybe you could see that you do have options in front of you. Right, for the second week, you have got the 3 of Wands. You are setting the intentions to do things. So are the earth signs actually during the second week. Maybe you are planning on working with some earth sign to get things moving forward. But bear in mind, we do have Mercury retrograde and you've got a backwards communication. Yeah, you may have to formulate your conversations correctly to work with people and set the intention of doing things. The 7 of Wands coming out for the third week of the month for you is, well, things ain't going the right way for you for the first 2 weeks and you're defensive about it. You're thinking, well, I'm right, they're wrong. Okay, that 8 of Swords, that stuck in your own way of thinking. Your communication's not going to be swaying people to your way of thinking because you're going to be communicating badly. You're not using your intuition. You're not going with your gut feeling and stuff like that. There you go, the light's a bit better now. And you're going to be, well, I think I'm right and they're wrong. Come the 4th week, perhaps you're just thinking of going it alone. For a couple of you, I feel that you're actually going to fall in love. But it might be, I would say, hang off until about mid-June if you do fall head over heels for someone. because at least the Mercury retrograde's gone from then, and I think it's about the 7th of June, and yeah, you'll be able to communicate how you feel about someone better. But for the bulk of you, it could be you're thinking, I'm going it alone. Screw everyone else. I'm going to do what I want to do. But generally speaking, you're taking a leap of faith, and in the last week going into June, you will be pursuing your own pleasures, shall we say, or you may be dealing with other people pursuing their pleasures, and you may be on the wrong end of the stick, or you might be on the right end of the stick. It depends how we look at it. Okay, so we'll have them. So we've got a lot of cards for your choices, or lack of them, as the case may be. Okay, so you need to use diplomacy, and it could be a case of being a little bit indecisive about the things you love. The King of Cups is all about love. It has as much love as the Queen of Cups. It's a lot of love to give and a lot of love to have, but the problem is, because of your choices, you may be overlooking the person or thing that this love should be aimed at. Okay, obviously your soulmates and things come in all shapes and sizes. The fleshy body our souls live in is just a vessel. Okay, and maybe you're overlooking something which is going to be great because of the packaging it comes in. The Nine of Swords, and I think that actually goes with the Page of Swords there, is you are kind of overthinking a bit. This is the Eight of Swords, and as it's a Nine of Swords, I'm sort of saying it's not quite to the point of being anxious about things, but your way of thinking is getting you to the point of worrying about, not anxiety, but a little bit of worrying with the Nine of Swords in reverse there. And with the Page of Swords, it's kind of like you've accepted the fact that this is your lot in life. Okay, you don't want any drama, and you're hoping not to get any drama, but I think things are sort of just not running quite as smoothly for you, air signs, as you would like in the first week of May. And then we got the Queen of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles coming out, all in the upright. The Queen of Swords, I feel, is you're kind of like a little bit emotionally detaching yourself from everything in the first month. It's like, I'm not interested, I'm not going to do it. And with the Three of Swords, it's because you're suffering some sort of pain. Okay, this could be physical pain, this could be mental pain. Maybe you've split up with someone, maybe you have I don't know, sprained your ankle, and that dull nagging of that pain is just making you not want to do anything, not want to interact with anyone, not feel things. And perhaps maybe you're even dosed up on some sort of pain blocker, some painkiller or some antidepressant or something like that, and that's what's making you a little bit disattached emotionally from things. With the Page of Pentacles coming out there, though, there is this possibility that someone's going to come in with a gift, an option, a choice for you to help you out of all this, but you may not see it. Okay, and crossing it is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is the future you want. Okay, it's, I want this to happen, I want that to happen. But with the Seven of Cups in reverse, I don't think it is happening the way you want it. I'm being drawn to the shadow there. The shadow of that horse has two shadows. Okay, one is how the horse is standing, and the other one is a totally different shadow of the horse. Is in a jumping position or a rampant position, if you will, and that is sort of suggesting that, yeah, the future you want is happening, but not the way you want it to. It's possibly the way it needs to, and perhaps it will lead to better things, but because of your Eight of Swords and your Nine of Swords, your energy you are in at the beginning of the month, you're not seeing it as what you want. Okay, the Three of Wands is being clarified by a Two of Cups in reverse and Judgment in reverse. Okay, so you are setting an intention the second week of May, after your, let's say, kind of melancholy first week, where you're wanting something, not getting it, indecisive about what you want, how to get it, and all that, you have decided that, right, okay, I don't want what I've had in the past. Yeah. You could be breaking up with friends, just generally not communicating with people, and that could be causing strains and things on your friendships. The Two of Cups is an energies coming together. It also seen as soulmates and things like that, but it's in reverse. Its energies not coming together, basically. And I feel that this is through your lack of communication. You're in this energy after all. Not going with those gut feelings you're having when you think, oh, I really should phone up Jim and see how they're doing. But then you decide, no, I'm just going to sit here and watch Love Actually. I know it's not the right time of year for that, but hell, you can watch it at any time of year. With the ten of tens, Judgment, actually, it's you're not willing to give anything else another try. If people are coming back from your past, or friends coming out of the woodwork for any reason, you're just not interested. It's almost like you see Jim's number pop up on your phone as they're ringing you, and it's just like, I don't want to talk to Jim. Okay. Why are we going through this energy? Oh, well, crossing it is the Four of Swords in reverse. It's a case of you should be healing, but you're not. You're ignoring that as well. You're just basically just not there. Okay, you've just basically emotionally cut yourself off from the world. Okay, so third week, we got the Fool in reverse. So yep, you're not wanting to do anything. You're not wanting to do anything, go anywhere. Oh my God, you really are in the doldrums this month, aren't you? The High Priestess, you are starting to get a little bit sort of in touch with your intuition, perhaps through all this isolation, this self-isolation you're putting yourself into. You are starting to sort of find yourself a little bit more. Okay, with the King of Pentacles, some of you may be financially worse off during the third week. Perhaps you're not doing the overtime because you just haven't got the mojo to do it. Perhaps you've got a stinking attitude at work and you get put on a warning or something. Okay, with the Seven of Wands in reverse and the Two of Wands coming out with it, it's saying you're starting the week in this defensive position. I'm right, everyone else is wrong. By the end of the week, you may be coming around with this High Priestess there to thinking, yeah, okay, maybe they're right and I'm wrong. Okay, you're coming down from your defensive position. You're getting off your high horse. And that's leading you to a crossroads. Where do I go now? Which way do I go? I have to make a choice. What's driving all this for the third week of the month is, well, is feeling the isolation. You've put yourself in a position of isolation. You've put yourself out in the cold. And generally speaking, when people are out in the cold, they have put themselves out in the cold. They may pin it on other people, but generally they do it to themselves. And that is a feeling of, well, I don't like this. I don't like being at home all the time. I like going out and having a drink. I like meeting new people. So what's driving all this change within the third week of the month for you is the fact that you feel you feel and understand with that High Priestess that you have put yourself out in the cold. You have the key to open all the doors. Okay, you're at this point, the third week, you're flipping that Seven of Cups into actually giving yourself choices. It could be financial hardships as well. Perhaps you did get fired from your job and you will be getting fired from your job, and you are waking up to the fact that it was my stinking attitude what got me fired. Okay, and you're going to try to turn things around. Okay, which kind of leads us to the Fool, starting again, jumping into it, okay? And, as I said, for some of you, yeah, falling head over heels with love for someone. And there's the 9 of Cups, being emotionally fulfilled with the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So generally speaking, this is a card of your hopes and your dreams as well. This is the minor arcana of the Star. You're going to meet someone at the very least in the fourth week of May. You're going to sort of have feelings for them. You're going to catch feelings, as the youngsters would like to say. It's going to make you, I'm going to say they're younger than you. You're going to want to mother them. You're going to want to nurture them. If they're not younger than you, they have some sort of problem which you think you can help with, okay? From your stinking cold, emotionless beginning of the month, you are warming up. You are getting the sun crossing all this. This person you meet is literally changing your life. They're making you... I'm actually going to show you what was underneath that card as well in a second. They're literally making you feel life again, feel the warmth, feel the joy of it, the Sun card, okay? Underneath that, they're making you break habits, yeah? Perhaps you quite often go into this melancholy, that's the one, melancholy feeling. Perhaps you quite often isolate yourself off everyone else. It's a bad habit to have, okay? If that was that way around, it's a toxic energy. You're breaking away from the toxic energy. This person's making you want to change your life for the better, okay? The Knight of Wands up right there in reverse here, it's telling you that basically what you think is your passions, yeah, isn't necessarily the right way to go. And with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse after that, we're going from a very fast speed to a very slow speed. The Knight of Pentacles is normally a knight of planning and making sure nothing's in their way. But kind of that slow speed is speeded up a bit. It's taking the risks, willing to jump in. The Fool card, the Knight of Wands and up in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, it could quite easily equate to the Fool. So, okay, let's see what's happening at the end of May into June for you with this Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a fast acting energy. It's someone who jumps in and gets what they want, but they also have the backup plan of getting out again just as quick as they got in. But in this particular case, this Knight of Wands is you are charging into a new beginning. I can't say it much better than that. You've, through your self-imposed isolation, you've woken up to the truth. You've realised what you want. The aha moment, the epiphany come the end of May and beginning of June. And as I said, wait until mid-June before you talk to this person, because currently the energies for you are crap for communication. I can't emphasize that enough. In fact, you could be feeling that, and that might be why you're doing all this self-isolation. I just don't want to talk to anyone. I'm just going to fuck everything up. Okay, but come the end of the month into June, everything's going to feel better for you. We had the sun crossing here. You've got the positiveness of the Queen of Pentacles there. You've got your hopes, your dreams, and actually feeling emotionally satisfied. Which is driving you into something big, something great. You are literally going to transform. It's almost like you've cocooned yourself away from the world, and now you are emerging as a beautiful butterfly or something like that. Okay, this radical new beginning and change you have realized that you want is going to cause a tower. I don't think this is a tower for you as such. I think you are this energy, okay? And this will also connect us to the Earth sign reading as well, because they literally start the beginning of this month with a star, which means they're just coming out of a tower. You're ending the month with a tower. You're going to be like a storm ripping through other people's lives. You're going to be creating towers. You are the catalyst of towers for other people. People are going to be looking at you thinking, wow, geez, air sign changed their life around. Makes me look at my life and make me think I got a crap life. Okay, so that is your read. Hopefully it resonates with you. If it does throughout the month, please feel free to drop me a comment and say, yeah, Timsy, you had that bang on. Thank you very much. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. Remember, I'm doing all the air signs all rolled into one. Every one of these weeks will have some sort of bearing on any air sign. You will be going through some of it, but it could be stronger for some than others. Okay, so don't worry if it's doesn't resonate or doesn't resonate strongly for you. I'd just like to say thank you to anyone who has subscribed to my channel or has liked any of my videos. It makes me feel like I'm actually doing a worthwhile thing here and helping people out. And the comments as well. If you do comment, I do try to get back to those comments within a week or so. Okay, so thank you very much, and I hope you all have a wonderful month, and I'll catch you all next time.